It's happening. My name is Jared, and I wanted to start off by telling everyone thank you so much. We have been picking up followers on each one of our Rumble channels. Shoot, I forgot to put, I was going to put in the description our other Rumble channels in case you are interested in faith based, unseen realm conspiracies. Every Friday, except for next, I'm going to have a special guest come on with me, and we are going to be discussing all kinds of topics on that channel. So after this episode, I will put it in the comments. If you'll follow that channel, if you would like this video, comment on it. It helps us get seen more. We now connected to locals. We also have a Patreon where we're going to do a bunch of things for subscribers, but we are only starting off really low at $5 a month on Patreon, where we're going to put together videos that'll go specifically for there. We'll also do giveaways for our tumblers, giveaways for books, giveaways for our CBD products for any subscribers. So we are trying to really make it worth you guys subscribing, because we do not want to end up having to rely on other companies to invest in us and them tell us what we can and can't say. We want to only be beholden to you guys. So there are multiple ways. Shoot, I'm sorry. There are multiple ways you can help support us, and one of those biggest ways is following us on Rumble. But another one is my wife's tumblers. Let me show you all that real quick before we get into it. Today's episode, I'm going to show you guys some stuff on what's going on with Trump and some more about the illegal immigrants coming into New York and the military and stuff like that. But before we do that, let me show you this. Make sure you guys can see that. And I do have the live chat up, guys. We encourage you to talk with us. Maybe you see something. I want to learn just as much as I hope that I am able to teach you guys something. So check it out. Let's make sure that one's showing up really good for y'all. Hold on. All right. Look at this. This has been doing pretty good. It says Biden can't take my guns because I hid them upstairs. And we personalize these are political. We will do them non-political, as you see right here. We even have larger size that would be fully handmade like this. This is for gifts, for, I mean, multiple reasons. This is one of the main ways to really help support us. It goes back into doing what we're doing here, plus our Patreon account. And I will show you all that. Come up with some kind of opening for this that does all of that before so I don't have to do this every time. But I'll get there. I'm learning. So this is what Patreon got. In case you don't know what Patreon is, I'm still learning. So I only have one post there, but this is my page. And the link to it is in the description below. Like I said, you see $5 a month. Not all posts on here will be paid for, though. So you can also follow us for free. And then if you want to subscribe to watch a specific video or to get in on some of the giveaways, you can do that. And as we grow, we're going to do more and more and more, guys. Our goal is truly to build a community that is helping one another. We want to hire people like you. We want to be able to continually give back. I've had multiple people tell me how crazy I am for not charging some of these entrepreneurs to come on and promote them, which that may end up having to happen if things don't go as planned. But for now, I'm trying to my best do this in a better way where we're literally lifting each other up and we all get paid together somehow. So if you have a business and you want to promote yourself, let's talk. All right, guys. So like I said, today I'm going to show y'all some stuff on what's going on. I think this is absolutely insanity, but let's get it. And also, I apologize for not being on for the past couple of days. As most of you know, I have all four of my lower discs are really bad. And I get some days I can't even get out of bed. I can't move. I can't walk. I can't think. I can't do anything. So help me with. All right, hold on one second. Let's just hop right over here and get into it, guys. If you can hear me, let me know in the live chat. Put a Y up. Let me make sure it's working before I move on. I assume it is. I'm fixing up to switch back to my other. Let's start here. All right. This is the dailymail.com. I think it's the dailymail.com UK. Make sure you guys can see that. All right. It says, let me get on my notes. All right. Good to go. Let me go to my notes here. All right. So NYC launches $53 million program to give prepaid debit cards to migrants to spend in bodegas. Users must sign affidavit promising only to use the card for food and baby supplies, with the family of 4 set to get $1,000 a month. Oh, man. Okay. So before I really get into this, I have a theory on what they're doing here. And I'm sure you do as well. But let me know what you think of this theory. Because we know what the left has been doing for a very, very long time. They want us, when they talk about equity, what they really mean is there's not going to be a middle class anymore. They want to crush the middle class, have a group of elites above us, and then us. And that is the system that they are building. This is what they are pushing. So my theory is American citizens like myself. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am angry about this because I can't even get assistance I need for my back for 4 or 5 years now. I've been trying like hell, and these people just walk across the border and they get handed everything, hotels, food, healthcare, all of it. And on top of that, we know these people are throwing their freaking IDs and passports at the border before they ever even get here. So we don't even know who these people are. That's in the next segment. Sorry, I was getting a little ahead of myself. I'm a little frustrated by all this, as you should be as well, especially if you're a Gen Z. Can you imagine the younger generation, even me? We have to work our butts off. We have to pay our bills or they get shut off. The people living in big cities are paying outrageous amounts to live in very small places, while these people are getting apartments built. They're getting put up in hotels that on top of the hotels are feeding them 3 times a day. Plus, they're going to be getting $1,000 a month to do whatever they want with. It says it's going to be used for this, but we all know that's BS. Plus, they get a cell phone. Plus, they get health care. Plus, they get all these things. But the younger generation, do you get any of that? Hell no. If you don't pay your bills, you get kicked out. If you don't find a way to work and buy your own damn food, you don't eat. This should piss y'all off the most, especially the Gen Z that are living in big cities, because you know y'all are crushed into little bitty rooms that y'all probably pay $2,000 for just for rent. I mean, I don't know. I don't live in a big city, but it's so frustrating that we can't seem to do anything for our own people, but people who come across the border just get handed stuff left and right. Money, money, money. I mean, it is. I'm going to play this clip real quick, and then we'll talk about it. It's still on this topic, and then we're going to move on to the next topic, guys. Are y'all having a good day? Are you having a good week? I'm having a much better day today. Let's see here. X that one out. And here we go.
Rumor that we gave American.
Oh, this is U.S. Immigration News on YouTube.
American Express cards to everyone.
Adams insisting the prepaid cards would curb the cost of expensive food waste, potentially saving taxpayers roughly $7 million a year. Adding the card.
Well, questions being raised tonight about a new Loadable prepaid credit card to buy food and baby supplies.
All right, it would replace the food boxes given to asylum seekers staying in hotels. Fox 5's Jessica Formoso has.
Migrant families will soon be given prepaid credit cards to buy food and baby supplies. The mayor's office says the city is partnering with Mobility Capital Finance to launch a more. He has contracts with food services.
Of criticism while on Fox News, calling the program insanity.
It may be the most reprehensible 48 hours.
It's the latest effort by New York City officials to deal with the ongoing migrant surge. More than 173,000 migrants into the spring of 2022. Both the New York Democratic governor and the mayor have been pleading for federal support, insisting the city.
And again, this is just my own theory. Yes, they are obviously, the Democrats are doing this for votes. That's a big part of it. Yes, I get that. But like I force a system change to meaning to make you and I jealous and push even more socialism and communism, because that's exactly what this is. I even have people that like to jump on my comments and other places and start commenting about how, oh, you're just jealous. You must be for socialism because you're complaining about it. This to begin with. But the point is, how many years have big cities complained about homelessness? How many years not getting the help that they need? That is the point. We can't help our own people who need help the most, but we're rushing in millions and millions and millions of people and giving them. It's truly unbelievable. It really is. So yes, I feel like they are doing this almost like a trick to get you to accept it, and then they're going to come out and go, you know what, guys? I understand that y'all are upset about this, so how about we start doing this? And then how many people are just going to jump right on board in that? I mean, this will lead to communism. This is exactly how China did it. I mean, this is exactly what they do. And when I say they, I mean the uniparty, the elites, the people in power. All right, let me go back and play a little bit more of that.
He is at a breaking point.
This has hurt us. And where the White House needs to make adjustments.
The move as the search continues. Two New York City police officers last month,
And then give them court dates 10 years later. Want to get your take on the assessment at the border today. You know, you've got a border governors from across the country at the southern border today, correct? Can you tell us about it?
cards can only be used for food and baby supplies with a limit of up to $1,000.
We're going to expand it even more.
The pilot.
There it is, right there. I'm telling you, and this is where my theory comes from. If it's successful, we're going to expand it even more. What he probably means by that is we're going to expand to the white communities. Well, I doubt that. Seriously doubt that. But there are poor white people too, no matter what you think. Or some shit, some stuff. I'm working on my cussing. We all know there's only one privilege in this country, and that's called democratic privilege. You can do and say whatever you want. You can act however you want, and it does not matter. There are no consequences for you. Even the white liberals can be as racist as they want to, and nobody calls them out for it. I mean, we are not privileged. We are working our butts off just like you, just like any other minority race out there. You struggle. We go through the same things. And when we wake up and realize that, and we finally come together and stop these people and all be much better off. We have all got to stop allowing them to divide us. I drive almost daily. Hold on. I'm almost daily for Uber. I don't always do the taxi, but for the most part, I do it sometimes. And I have these conversations a lot because I play a lot of conservative. Shocked at how many blacks, Hispanics, even illegals I've talked to in the car that are more like you and me, that agree with you and me. They are literally running from countries that are doing this in their country only to get here and then turn around and vote for that very thing. So the one thing I'm really praying is vote for Biden. He's giving us free stuff. You're only going to get that free stuff for so long. You understand that, right? There's no other country you can go run to, and you're forcing our anywhere else to go run to if something happens. Not that we want to go run anywhere else. It hurts everyone. It hurts us all. By race, sex, identity, any of that crap. That's the Democrats' game. It always has been, all the way back to slavery, all the way back to Jim Crow and segregation. Even to this day, they are starting to segregate us again, all while calling you and me the bigot for noticing it, for daring to say, hold on a minute, I know history, and this is the exact same thing you did back then. It's wild. It's wild how many people will just accept this stuff. It's wild how many people will just go, yeah, that's right. White people have white skin, so they're white supremacists. They're privileged. They get all kind of benefits that we don't get. I'm constantly like that Fanny's dad the other day on when he was being when he was being asking questions in court, and his response about being black and how black people have to act differently and this. And just like the old saying, it like black people need to teach their kids differently on how to deal with the police. I'm going to tell you right now, whether you believe, everybody in this country teaches their kids that they should save cash, teaches their kids that they should save coins, teaches their kids that they should buy gold and silver. You are not the only one. I myself have a child that's fixing to start driving, and guess what I do with her? I tell her every day how to act around cops, what she should or shouldn't do. Should the circumstances maybe be a little bit different? Could be, but y'all act like we don't have to have these same conversations, like y'all are so victimized that nobody else in this country can even understand how you feel. It's bull. Stop listening to the Democrats. Stop listening to the Republicans. You and I are just alike. You and I struggle just alike. I promise you that. Our struggles are not different because of our skin color. Personal damn choices. And because of the people in Washington making things harder on us and dividing us constantly more. Just to be in the segment, and I can get rambling sometimes. But what do you think? Am I crazy here? Because like I said, I have stations disagree just fine. And neither one of us look at each other like we're racist. I mean, it's truly unbelievable how they try and push all this stuff. It really is. I get it. There are racists out there. There are idiots on both sides. I get it. But like I said, again, I am not on either side. I'm American. I care about America. I don't need to focus on your skin color. I don't give a damn who you have sex with. Don't force me to care. Just like I don't force my sex life on you, don't force your sex life on me is all I ask. That's it. And damn sure parade with my child there, or I'm going to rip it off. Good thing I live in Texas, right? I apologize. I shouldn't have said that. That is not. The point is, you scream about wanting respect and to be treated the same, but yet you treat us the exact way you say you don't want to be treated while demanding we affirm you at every turn. I'm sorry. If you want affirmation, you need to go to a psychiatrist or somebody else because you damn sure ain't going to get it from me. You want respect? Treat me with respect and I'll respect you. Actually, I'll go out of my way to do anything for you, to help you. I am not the one focused on your gender or who you have sex with or anything else. It comes to a point where you force me to have to focus on that. You force me by trying damn sense. You force me by forcing this crap into our schools. You force me by having parades with naked men running around. Force it on us and then call us the bigots. Imagine us flipping it the other way around. We would all be in prison, first off, for being naked in the streets. We would all be in prison for child abuse because you got your junk out in front of a kid, perverts. Again, I mean, it's truly mind-blowing. We've got to find a way to come together and realize that they are the ones doing this to us. All right, so let's get into this is going to be on migrants. Our wonderful politicians wanting to put migrants, what they call them, migrants, into the military. So let's think on this for a minute. Maybe you have another perception on this, and I would love to hear it. Do I to bring migrants, actual migrants, into this country, offer them to go to the military and fight for this country for sure? There's a way to do it, but that person has to be vetted to the fullest extent. We have to know their intent. They cannot come to the border identification that they want away, so when they get here, you don't even know who the hell they are. They can just make up whatever they want. And then you're going to put them in our military after. And let's not forget, the Obama administration pushed out any conservative in the military. Question what they are doing. They forced them out with that nonsense of forcing the you know what. Then they open the floodgates, allow millions of people to come across and go, oh, yeah, now let's let them into the military because our people don't want to join. Our people don't want to join because you are forcing us to not want to join. It's not about our people not wanting to join. So again, and this is my thing, what about it? Join the military. Become a U.S. citizen, Uncle Sam. Make sure you guys can see that. Scroll down a little bit. Last week, she raised her right hand and took the U.S. Army Reserves. Sorry, these things make me burp. So we've already got some young girl from Nepal. She in her country, so she comes on over to this country, breaks in illegally, gets everything she needs taken care of, and now she's going to be in the U.S. Army Reserves. In Dallas, Texas, who I'm assuming Texas is also Nepalese or Nepali or however you say it. Again, guys, like I said, there are ways that you could do this with actual migrants, but the way they are trying to do this is insanity. So let's say these people do join the military. We send them off to war. They gain their citizenship. They come back now, and we have no idea who their real identities are because they could have made up any name they wanted to. We know terrorists are coming across. What is the best? One guess. What is the best way to overthrow a country? From the inside. Let's hit on this for a second. The Obama administration comes in, forces the thing because they know people like me are going to go, you are not going to force me to do it. So what do? They push them out of the military, especially the high-ranking ones, right? Isn't there? I can't remember his name, but my goodness. I respect you for your service to this country, but what you guys are doing, you know it's evil, and you know damn sure what you're doing. Then they open the floodgates. They start. I know what we can do. I know what we can do. Let's put them in the military and give them a chance for their citizenship. First off, they have no allegiance to this country. None whatsoever. None. They don't know about our way of life. It's not about fighting for you and me. Like I would stand up and fight side by side with you. These people won't. They'll do what they got to do to become citizenships. And think of all the stuff that's happened just in the last 10 years that we have witnessed from our own government. After they finish their foreign wars and make them citizens, to have these people turn their guns on people like you and me. So there's Americans in the U.S. military, I wouldn't say would do that. Some of them obviously will, but normal Americans who grew up here, who have pride in this country, who give a damn about their neighbors, they wouldn't do that. They would stand with you and me. Now, but you take illegal immigrants coming in, again, that you have no idea. You think they won't turn their guns on us at some point? When the Democrats are fixing to get their butts kicked to go out and shut us down? Why do you think right now, there are people in the House and Senate trying to make militias illegal? When you start to see all of it, it all kind of starts to make sense. And again, it's just a theory. Are there good people probably coming across that border? Absolutely. Are there good people running for their lives coming across that border? Absolutely. But they should not be handed any position of power in this country over the citizens. Some of them are getting police officer jobs already. They don't care about our communities the way you and I do. At least not yet. You want to give them a pathway to citizenship by giving them a position of power? I'm cool with you giving them a pathway to citizenship first if you could do some kind of background check and get or connected to the Chinese or connected to Syria or connected to Russia or connected to anybody else who would willingly throw us over. And they came with an ID. Sure, let's give them an opportunity. I'm all for it. I'm all for helping people. But what they are doing is not helping people. They force chaos. They force a situation to happen and then go, hey, guys, I got a good idea. That was their idea all along. It is always the rules for radicals. Make the person believe it's their idea, right? Make you and me believe it's our idea. Yeah, guys, that's a good idea. I mean, why not give them a pathway to citizenship and put them in the military? Who knows what they'll do? You know, I mean, why not? It sounds so good. They can go die instead of us, right? That's what it sounds like. And again, how do you know these people are going to have any allegiance to your country whatsoever? I could be wrong. Maybe you guys have a different opinion and you see it differently. Please let me know. I'm curious here. All right, guys. I got one more thing I want to show you guys. But again, if you haven't yet, if you'd kindly smash that like button, comment below, share this on social media with your friends and family, hit that follow button. It does help support us a lot here. Because like I said, if my plan to do things the way we want to do it doesn't turn out, our end goal is sponsorship, and we need followers for that. So that it's free to follow us. Okay. This last thing I'm going to show you guys is something everybody should be paying attention to, because we've been telling you all along that this case against Trump, there was no fraud whatsoever, no criminal charge. Even the banks themselves came and testified that there was no person to even say there was fraud. The judge had decided before the case even started there was fraud. Why do you think they went civil with this? Why do you think they didn't go criminal? Because there's no actual criminal charge. There is nothing. It's all for show. It's all to manipulate us. It's all to get us angry. It's all to get the left cheering. Oh my goodness, he's got indicted 91 times. That doesn't mean anything. That just means they are really going after this guy. And if they had anything on him, they would have. So let's check this out. This guy is a big businessman, and what he says is going to start happening even more and more in New York, and it should. This absolutely should. And I hope the truckers start actually protesting going to New York, because we have got to, us as conservatives, independents, whatever you want to call yourself, free thinkers, people who are not party affiliated, we have got to learn to organize a little bit better and do things better. But check this out. This is CNN on YouTube.
Will Donald Trump be barred from New York's luxury real estate business and forced to pay perhaps $370 million for falsifying financial records? Judge and chairman of O'Leary Ventures, some call him Mr. Wonderful. We'll call him Kevin O'Leary tonight. Kevin, thank you for being here today. I have to ask you, I mean, look, some people, is this what happens in business, what Trump has said he's done or is accused of being done? You've been doing real estate for decades. Does this?
Well, let's leave out Trump for a minute, and let's leave out politics and just talk about what happens in real estate development anywhere. On a block anywhere in America, and it's worth, let's say, $500 million, and you want to build a building right beside it, you go to the bank and say, this to borrow a construction finance loan against this asset, and I want you to tell me it's worth $500 million too. And the bank negotiates with you. Fight it out. You're always trying to show your assets in the brightest light with the sunshine you could possibly determine for them. You want them to be a 40 or 50% loan to value, as it's called. Then you borrow that money. In the case of a $500 million asset, maybe you get $250 million, and you build a new building with a construction finance loan. And so that's what. And by the way, forget about Trump. Every single real estate developer everywhere on earth does this. They always talk about their assets. And that's just the way it is. So in this case, when I'm trying to figure out, and I'm not pro or con, or I don't care about the politics, who the construction finance loan, and a new building was built. And if you're going to sue this case and win, you got to sue. All they do.
There it is, folks. This is what I mean. This is what we've been telling you all along. There was no. In a civil case, a lawyer can't just decide to sue somebody. They need somebody like me with an actual case of fraud. I need to be that person to go to the lawyer. Then we can go through the trial. That. None of that. This is what this is doing, is telling every entrepreneur, every big business, work before they sue you too. If they don't like you, they don't even give you a chance to defend yourself. They won't give you a chance beforehand, like this judge did. And then the whole case will be based on how much money they're going to steal from you. Because that's exactly what they're doing here. There is no other, there's nothing. The banks admitted no fraud, got paid back, made millions, as a matter of fact. Super happy. How in the hell did this case go anywhere past that? Once the so-called victims came on and testified and said, "Hey guys, we're super happy. We made millions off of them. There is no fraud. Thank you. Have a good day." How did this case continue? Just for 1 second. And think about what they'll do to you and me if they'll do that to him. And that's what this is all about. This is not about Trump. This is telling the next guy like you and me, that somebody like you and me, you better not run. You better not speak up. You better not, or else. This is what they do in Russia. This is what they do in China. Countries. So again, back to pushing our system more and more and more towards socialism and getting everybody to, even people like us. Because like I said, it's frustrating watching all these people come across the border and immediately getting help when I've spent 4 years trying to get help. And I've paid into the system. I still work and pay into the system. But I can't get help like that. And again, I'm the type of person, I would rather figure it out on my own. I don't want the government helping me. But I made choices in my life that have made it extremely difficult on me at the moment. But I'm working on that, getting that turned around. Hopefully, I won't have to ever worry about depending on them. But the Obamacare has made insurance so expensive, I can't get it. I can't even get the free Obamacare. They want me to pay $500 a month. Guys, I drive for Uber, for Christ's sake. You white privilege. I mean, holy hell. Yeah, Kevin O'Leary, Shark Tank, said he's telling other big businessmen, you better get out. And he was about to do a huge deal there. This is a massive blow to the New York. This is it's going to get even more exciting as this year goes on, and strange. I just hope you guys are preparing for the worst. We all need to pray for the best. We all need to take time to pray for our leaders, even those ones we don't like, especially the ones we don't like. We should be praying for those leaders, guys. We really should. And again, all this stuff about how the left tries to convince you that we don't want to help people. All it takes is a quick history lesson to learn that the Republicans have always been the party to help people. The Republicans have always been the party for civil rights. Have gone against every CR bill that's been put up, but yet they run around acting like civil rights heroes. Joe Biden says he marched. It was flat out about it. Nothing happens. Joe Biden says, I don't want your kids going to school with my kids. I'm going to keep segregation. Nobody says anything about it. Living in the twilight zone, isn't it? They got everybody to believe in some party switch that never happened. The only party switch that's happening is walking to a communist hellhole. That's what's the party switch is happening right now. Republicans and Democrats are merging into become. That is the goal, though, right? Not our goal. It's our job to fight against this. Guys, thank you so much for all the love and support. If you can, go subscribe to our Patreon channel. We are going to start putting videos specifically for there. We're going to do all kind of giveaways for you guys. I'm going to work on a web shirts. My wife does the tumblers. She's going to teach me how to start making shirts and just have other ways to give back to you guys. Us without feeling like you're just giving us money. You know what I mean? Because I don't like feeling like that, but that is part of this business. So my goal is to try and bring you as many things, something else out of it besides just information on our end. I will stay on and chat with you guys for a few minutes. I've got a few minutes. If they have anything to say, if they'd like to tell me I'm wrong on anything, I am okay with that, guys. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I could be wrong. My perception could be wrong. That's why I want to learn from you as well. Sorry about that. But if not, guys, again, thank you so much. If you'll look below in the description, you can find Vandy Street, the link to my Patreon. You can also find our locals below. Thank you so much. God bless. Every Friday, we're going to be talking about supernatural, ghost stories, Bigfoot stories, conspiracy things. Every Friday, except for March. From March 1st to the 4th, I won't be reachable. So we're going to have to switch that up. But if I have anybody that would like to come do that on the political side as well, I would love to have somebody come talk about it. I want to get your thoughts as well. Like I said, I want to build a community of people that can agree and disagree healthily, help each other, lift each other up. If you have a business, lift each other up. This is about helping each other. It truly is. It really is, guys. Thank you again so much, guys. Never forget, it's happening, especially if a politician tells you it's not. God bless. Y'all have a wonderful day.